There are quite a few videos on YouTube about how to replace the headlight bulb on a 2011-2014 Chrysler 200. This is a method I've not seen before. I think it's a lot easier. This is the second time I've owned this car that I've replaced the headlight bulbs. And I followed some YouTube videos before for the driver's side, and it's very difficult unless you have really small hands. But what I'm describing, I think is actually easier than what everybody else is doing. And that is actually to remove or unclip the fuse box in the engine compartment, so that way you have some more freedom to move your wrist around to get the light bulb out. So what you're going to do first is actually remove these two clips, pull them back towards the front of the car, and then you can take off the cover, and then we're going to squeeze these tabs out. There's going to be 3 tabs on the fuse box. It's a little bit easier to do if you're not holding your camera at the same time, so it'll be easier for you. But there's a small black tab that you're going to be putting out away from the fuse box until you can unclip from whatever the body color of your car is to get that fuse box housing out of the way. And that will allow you some additional room to get in to get behind the headlight bulb. So you can unscrew the dust cap and then ultimately take out the bulb and then replace it. When you're done with that, I'm not going to show you to do that because there's videos on that, and I've already done mine. So before I found this way of doing it, when you're all done to put it back together, you're going to get the black fuse box and catch the tabs that are going to be painted. Again, they're painted whatever color your car is. Mine happens to be red. You're going to kind of slide those over top, listen for a click, give it a little tug, and you know that it's snapped in place. And then grab your cover. It's going to grab some tabs on the front. Grab the tabs in the front and then push down until you hear a clicking noise. Give it a little tug to make sure that your fuse box cover is clipped properly. There we go. And that's it. I think that's a lot easier. I didn't have to take the fender liner down. I didn't have to take the front bumper off, which is what most other YouTube videos are describing, which is absolutely horrible in terms of the amount of work. The last time I did it, it was just terrible. But this was relatively easy. As a matter of fact, putting the dust cover back on the back of the bulb, on the back of the headlight housing, that was actually the worst part. But that's my tip.